Hello and welcome back to the Adventures of Lola Badiola. In the last episode, Lola was able to control her panic attack and deliver a speech. In this episode, we are going to find out more about J-Block, her new company, and the man who founded it. We will also discuss the advanced vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation used in the text. So, without any further delay, let's go back to the story.
The Adventures of Lola Badiola. Chapter 11. The Interview. JJ got onto his electric scooter and rode through the rush hour traffic of central Madrid. It was already 8:30 and he had a busy morning ahead of him. He had to pick up his residency permit from the town hall, then he had to drop off various documents relating to his business at the tax office. After that, he had an appointment for an interview with an American journalist at Cyberstory magazine at a restaurant near Plaza Colón. He was running late, but every time he tried to speed up, a car, truck, or bus would get in his way and he would have to slow down. He looked forward to a world where all large vehicles were banned from the city centres. It was 11:15 by the time he reached Platea on Calle de Goya, an Art Deco cinema that had been converted into a series of interconnected restaurants. The journalist was already at the bar waiting for him. "Hi, Bradley Manson. J.J. Thompson. Orange juice? Sounds good. You know, I've spent more than 18 months living in Spain and I still can't say zumo de naranja." J.J. smiled. "I can't double roll my R's. That's why I never travel by ferrocarril." They both chuckled. After a little more small talk, the journalist got straight to asking JJ some standard questions about his past business life. "Your first big success was ePort, wasn't it?" JJ had worked with the San Francisco Port Authority to design software that would dramatically improve the logistics within the port. There were great inefficiencies in the way that oil tankers, cargo ships, and yachts navigated inland. There were even greater inefficiencies in the way that the freight was dropped off by the ships and picked up by the awaiting trucks and trains. JJ had designed an algorithm that minimized the amount of time and movement of each boat using the port. The cost savings were worth tens of millions of dollars a year. When other port authorities around the world heard about the success in San Francisco, JJ's phone didn't stop ringing. "And then you sold ePort to a private equity firm, didn't you?" "That's right. I love creating businesses. Other people love building them." "What's the secret to your success?" "Every tech entrepreneur needs the right mix of hard skills and soft skills. Clearly, you need to have the technical ability. You need to be able to write code and implement best practice in your business, but you also need to understand people. You need to be able to communicate, influence, lead, negotiate, and work in a team. And you need to do all of this with integrity. Your current venture's called J-Block, isn't it?" J-Block is a startup cybersecurity company using blockchain technology to revolutionize the fight against corporate crime. JJ explained in detail the plans to compete against the big companies that protected the status quo in the IT sector. He explained how the software that his company was developing would surpass any products that were currently in the cybersecurity market. Just like ePort, it would drastically reduce the operational costs of doing business, and in doing so, it would put some powerful IT companies out of business. "It's David versus Goliath," said JJ, "and we all know how that story ended." The journalist clearly liked the sentence and wrote it word for word into his notepad. "How do you think the incumbents will react?" he asked. "That's their business," replied JJ. "My job as CEO of J-Block is to focus on mine." At the end of the interview, JJ and the American journalist from Cyberstory magazine exchanged numbers and agreed to go out for a beer together before the end of the month. JJ picked up an electric scooter just outside of Platea and headed back to the office. It was 12:45 p.m. and streets were now relatively free of traffic. Following close behind him was a black Toyota Prius.